Some are born with books in their hands, with shelves lined by stories and tables lit by steady lamps. But others, like Arya, they find books on their own, in borrowed corners of silence, in pages passed down, torn and faded when no one's watching and the world isn't cheering. They study not because they're told to, but because something inside whispers, "You were made for more." She didn't know what an engineer was, not really. She'd never met one, never seen blueprints or hard hats or heard words like infrastructure. But she knew how it felt when a roof leaked during monsoon, how the floor turned to mud, how her little brother shivered at night. She knew the silence in her father's eyes when the electricity cut off again and again. She knew what it was to watch her mother try to fix what was never built to last. They said it was too hard, too far, too much for a girl like her. They said it in passing, soft enough to sound like advice, sharp enough to leave a scar. Girls from villages don't become engineers. Your family needs you more than the world needs your dreams. It's better to be realistic. But Arya listened with a quiet strength. She didn't argue. She didn't shout. She just kept going. School wasn't easy for Arya. Not when she had to walk miles to get there. Not when the classroom had more dust than desks. Not when the boys were encouraged and the girls were overlooked. But she showed up every day with a backpack that barely held together and a mind that never fell apart. At first, engineering homework felt like a foreign language. Numbers, equations, diagrams that made her head spin. She'd stare at the pages. Although doubtful, she was optimistic. Against all odds, against whispers that said, "Not you, not here, not now," Arya kept going. They didn't shout at her dreams. They dismissed them quietly, with a smile, a shrug, a sideways glance that said, "This place, this life, it's enough." But Arya saw something different. Not just what the world was, but what it could be. So while others rested, she studied. While others laughed off the future, she leaned into it. She went to college and graduated as the engineer she knew she could be and made her family proud. They said it wasn't for her, that college was a world too far from theirs, too expensive, too complicated, too bold for a girl from a place so small it barely had a map. The whispers weren't cruel, just quiet. Quiet enough to sound like truth. But Arya didn't carry doubt the way others did. She carried hope, pressed between pages of borrowed textbooks, tucked inside notebooks filled with her handwritten dreams. She had seen broken things all her life. Cracked walls, flooded streets, silence where solutions should have been. She knew she wanted to be the one to fix things. She didn't know the path, only that standing still was not an option. She accomplished her dreams. She smiled. And the girl from the village? She became the engineer no one saw coming, the first, but never the last.